Okay. All right, pulling open my reference photo. Bless you. Okay, there it is. Here's my reference photo, looking at that. I'm gonna do my building today. And my building is like a log cabin. So you could say it's brown, but I would say the colors that I see in my building are more in the realm of like lavenders and grays. I'll probably use the dark brown and navy blue again for my darkest values. And then my little stilted legs of my building have warmer tones of browns and yellows and oranges in it. So I'm gonna, again, like I always do, kind of look through my choices to find and identify my colors. And then I'm gonna do it again. Instead of looking at each individual log, I'm gonna fill the whole thing in with that mid-tone and then work my darker values and then hit it up with highlights and then work my way towards details. So hopefully you're catching on to that approach with your own. So kind of think overall form and then go for adding details. So I'm just grabbing my gray, my lavender, my indigo blue that I like, my dark brown. I definitely will use white eventually. I might even grab a purple. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a purple. Okay, so I'm gonna just start with going and doing my general overall gray. And I'm putting my color down in the same direction that I had sketched. I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. All right. Now I'm gonna take my navy blue. I'm gonna sharpen it. Is everyone like utilizing your sharp? Do you guys even on your table one, have a pencil sharpen? Oh, good, you do. I'm gonna say it helps to keep your tools sharp. And now I'm gonna just add, kind of going in that angle that I saw. I'm gonna count 1, 2. I'm actually not gonna count. So if anyone is curious, and if people could kindly, like, even if you aren't paying attention, if you could keep your conversations real low so other people, if they are, this is one of those things where I'm not sure if this is the best use of my time. But I do want to point out, so I had done my sketching with the white colored pencil and then I covered it all up with that gray local tone. So I'm kind of using my memory to remember the direction and angle since my my sketch or my building is so basic. So I'm kind of going back over with the dark blue to just kind of create some of the different linear, they're like diagonal lines. But I'm just kind of working the details back in. And so it worked out fine in my scenario. Your scenario may be different, but I do find putting down that like general local color is going to help you the most. And then working your way towards the details. So if I were to zoom in to my roof right now, it's a little not so defined. But I have kind of, when I look at it up close, I now have a little more direction on how to build up those individual logs. My lavender is very kind of bold right now, but I'm going to mix it back and forth. And I'm going to about that third layer, so now it's really starting to fill in the tooth of the paper. All right. Now I'm putting gray on top of the lavender again. So it's like I'm building up those individual logs. We are chatty today. Okay, so now I'm on like my fourth layer, so it's really starting to add up. But I don't have a real solid bottom here because I'm going to build that up with a brown. So stay tuned to that part. And then here I think I'm going to come back with the blue for the water to really bring it up to the edge of the roof. So I'm kind of filling in the gaps. I'd probably even add a little bit of white to the water there, just along the edge. Right. Hi. Oh yeah, my big purple. Wonderful. And then this as well? Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yep. I feel like I'm supposed to get that. This says B302. I think I know this one. Okay, I got my red ball back. All right, so you can kind of see how I've filled in the back of my water as I was building my roof, and I'll kind of get that squared away a little more. So I'm just kind of going back and forth. These are the 5 colors. Nope, I've only used 4 of them. And then I can hit the white up here and there for like really popping those highlights. But I might just call that enough information and I can circle back to it. I got a lot of information over here I still need to put in as well. But I'm gonna put in this log that goes across using, I think I'll use the dark brown. I'll use the dark brown, the gray, and the lavender again. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Following, I can kind of see the white lines that I put in using my 2-point perspective vanishing point. Alright. Now I'm going to grab the gray to hit some highlights up on my individual logs. And I've got a really large gray log. And then I'm going to go sideways here using the And then these definitely I'm gonna just color in between. So where I see it's like a dark value, I'm gonna put some navy blue in there. Definitely want to build this up. I'm kind of building up generally all of it up as I go, the sides and the front of the building. We'll work our way towards details. Adding the navy blue instead of leaving the paper just black kind of creates more depth to my dark values that I'm trying to develop here. You would think today was a Friday. Right, putting that navy blue in that dark shadow of the door. So now that I've kind of put down my base, I'm starting to add more details to my building. Just slowly. I'm going back and forth, adding some other colors that I see, like a little bit more of that unexpected yellow. I'm going to try to get this log that navy blue is working nicely for that. Kind of recognizing. And I'll keep developing my building, but I think I'm gonna stop here so I can just make myself available to work with people. So that's where I'm gonna stop for today and then see how people are doing at their tables. But I could take this, my log cabin could use a lot more detail to make it pop so it looks more three-dimensional.